What is going on, y'all? What is up? What is up? Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. If y'all are new here, my name is Rick. We are about to do 2 readings. The first one being the Sagittarius collective reading, and the second one being the Capricorn collective reading. Thank y'all for the Capricorn collective followers of mine for being patient with me. Shortly after I end the Sagittarius collective reading, we will be starting yours in about 30 minutes from now. I do want to wait about 8 or 9 minutes, give or take, to start the Sagittarius reading, to let everyone hop in on the live stream. Do keep in mind, if you are viewing this video from YouTube, you can always fast forward down below to either the Sagittarius reading or the Capricorn reading. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? It is Friday. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness, thank the gods. It is Friday. How are y'all doing tonight? We definitely are going to get into the Sagittarius collective reading in about 8 minutes from now. 8 minutes for the Sagittarius collective reading, and then shortly after I end that reading out, around a half hour from now, we will be starting up the Capricorn collective reading. I said yes, just on time. Right on time. Yippers. What is going on, y'all? I do suggest that anyone that wants to, view my live stream on time, to set a reminder, set a alarm. If you're able to title that alarm, I mean, everyone's got free will, but Free Will Tarot, that's pretty ironic to say that. I've got free will to call this alarm anything I want. Therefore, if I entitle it Free Will, it'll serve 2 purposes. What is going on, y'all? Sagittarius collective. Where is my Sagittarius collective? Oh yes, it is Friday, folks. That means Sagittarius and Capricorn. Boop, boop. Sagittarius and Capricorn tonight. In about 6 minutes, we'll start the Sagittarius collective reading. Give everyone some time to hop on in. Sister Applegate says, so I'm tomorrow night. Yes, Saturdays are for Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius and Pisces for Saturday nights. Oh yes. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank y'all for all the love and support. For real, no cap, on God. I said, but I'm still staying. Hey, I definitely appreciate anyone, no matter your sign, for hanging out. I mean, if you're someone new to how I do things here and are questioning, do I want to follow this this weirdo? Because, I mean, my time is valuable, and I definitely don't want to waste my time. If you're questioning whether or not you want to follow me, or, set an alarm for future live streams, Do keep in mind, I do 2 signs a night. Mondays are for Aries and Taurus. Tuesdays are for Gemini and Cancer. Wednesdays are for Leo and Virgo. Thursdays are for Libra and Scorpio. Fridays are Sagittarius and Capricorn. Then yes, tomorrow night being Saturday will be for Aquarius and Pisces. Sundays are for personal paid readings, yes or no questions, chit-chatting. So yes, you're more than welcome to hang out in the live stream tonight and check out the vibe. If you are new here, do keep in mind everyone has free will. If I am not your vibe, that's cool. There's tons of other tarot readers out there that can be just as inspiring, maybe even more. I definitely do things a little different here. Some folks may not like that I do stuff different here, do things different here at Free Will Tarot, and that's a-okay. That is a-okay. I do have followers from all around the world though, some in Ireland, some in, as one commented, from Texas. Howdy from Texas. I have some in Florida, some in California. I know I have one from Norway. Hi from Chicago. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Y'all, we got 3 more minutes and we're going to get 3 more shuffles. But yes, we are going to do the Sagittarius Collective here in about 3 or 4 minutes. If you're new here to how I do things here at Free Will Tarot, I'm going to get 3 minutes from now, 3 shuffles. And then, okay, hi from Houston, hi from Akron. Wow. Yeah, followers from all over. I'm definitely from Ohio. So, I start my live streams about 6 minutes ago. That was 6:30 every night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Ohio. But no matter where you are located, as long as you set your alarm for 6 minutes ago, you'll definitely be on time. And if not, do keep in mind I upload these live streams to my YouTube channels with an S. So definitely pick whichever YouTube channel that I upload these videos to, and you won't be able to miss out on the readings in these live streams ever again, as long as you are subscribed to that channel. With that being said, we have, what, almost a minute now till 38 after? A little over a minute? There it is, a minute. What does the Sagittarius Collective need to know moving forward? I will definitely explain a little more what I do here once we get to the 3 more shuffles, but I'm waiting for 38 after. That definitely gives plenty of time from 30 to 38 after for everyone to join in on the live stream. And then I try to do the same for Capricorn and or, let's say, the Taurus Collective after I'm done with Aries, Cancer after I'm done with Gemini, Virgo after I'm done with Leo, so on and so forth. But yes, 2 signs a night. Just so happens to be Sagittarius and Capricorn Collective, 2 nights. What does the Sagittarius need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot? There it is, 38 after, y'all. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. Y'all, if you are new here, when I do the bridge shuffle as I'm about to do, That is the signal to go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments as Sister Applegate. Ooh, the film cutting? Yes. Send me scissors through the comments or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so we can cut this deck. Alrighty, y'all. Here it is. There it was. TWAS twas. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh, yes. Go ahead and send them because they all have my name on them. They belong to me. And then about, let's say, 40 after, we will go ahead and cut the deck. It's literally just for fun. Fun participation. That's literally it. If you think it's anything other than fun participation, you're overthinking it. All right. Less than 30 seconds, I'm sure. Oh yes, the scissors. 40 after, and we will cut the deck. Thank you all for participating in such a fun way, by the way. Thank you all for returning. Thank you all for hitting that follow button, the like button, sharing with friends, family members, coworkers. All right. I can't stand that TikTok makes me approve some messages. And then if I don't, they just like add up. All right, here we go. 40 after. We're going to cut the deck one more time. Thank you all for participating in such a fun way. And let's get into it. Sagittarius Collective. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Thank you for allowing us in. You are always spot on. Well, I appreciate that. However, I do want to remind everyone in the live stream and the comments that there's no way every single example, every single interpretation, every single analogy, let's say, is going to resonate or relate to a singular person out there 100%. Meaning this is a collective reading. So do take what resonates, leave out the rest. If it's not resonating or relating to your life, try your best not to force it to do so. These messages, this reading, the readings that I do, someone out there needs to hear it. I said it's just fun to listen to. And that's all it has to be. If anything, it can be entertaining at the very least, or it could be informative at the very most. With that being said, y'all, we do have the World card. I was almost afraid I didn't mirror the video, but I totally did. With that being said, yes, the World card in your situation, it could be the Sagittarius Collective is closing out a cycle of sorts. It could be that the Sagittarius Collective is closing the door on something, ending a cycle, ending a chapter in their life, so that they can open up another door, open another chapter, start another chapter in their life, start another cycle in their life, per se. Maybe you found a solution to a problem you keep coming back around to. No matter if you are a flat earther and believe otherwise with round or flat, whatever the case, the analogy works, so I'm going to keep it. So yes, maybe you have to travel in order to end things out in this chapter. Maybe you have to travel in order to come up with the solution, or maybe you have the solution and you need to travel in order to apply that solution. No matter the case, with the World card, yes, no matter where you are in the world, you technically have to travel a little bit, even if it's from one room to the next room, in order to apply the solution to a specific problem. But no matter the case, it could be that you are done with a specific person, you're done with a specific friends group, career, home environment, family dynamic. There's something you're possibly wrapping up. Like, nope, I'm done with that. This is final. This is final. I've made up my mind. There's no changing it. There's no going back. It literally could be a home with the 10 of Pentacles in the challenge that you're moving out of and moving into a new home, relocating, moving locations of your business. For some of you, this could be a divorce, a relationship gone wrong, turned upside down. Let's call it a failed relationship if that's the case. Do keep in mind, no matter what card I pull and it lands in the challenge, I read it or the interpretations of it as a reversal. So yes, if we are thinking in terms of the 10 of Pentacles, maybe there's just no stability. Maybe there's no security, no safety. It's like, I'm definitely ready to close out this chapter, ready to find somewhere new to plant the next seeds of my life, water them, take care of them, nurture them, and watch them grow. And yes, with the intentions that I water them with, something good will blossom and bloom. However, at this time, it's like I find it challenging to do so here, where I've maybe had roots for a while now. So, yes, it would be obvious that this is why you're possibly closing something out. Maybe in your environment. You have someone in your environment, mind you, who is walking away. They are emotionally detached. They feel like there is too much of a mess to clean up. They're like, okay, well, if the Sagittarius is done with me closing this out, if this is a failed relationship, a household that has just gone off the rails, no safety, no security, then I'm investing my emotional efforts somewhere else. This person definitely could be walking away emotionally, detaching emotionally. I do hope this person is taking accountability for how, yes, this is an emotional mess between possibly the both of you. However, it takes two to tango. Also, the blame game is a one-person game. Me. Not me, Rick, specifically, but me, as in I allowed this to happen to some degree. I allowed the Sagittarius to become so fed up with my BS for so long. I allowed myself to bullshit the Sagittarius. Let's just say it like it is. I allowed this home, the finances, to become out of control, the debt to become too great. No matter the example, this person, I'm really hoping that this person can take some sort of accountability, because if they can take accountability and then forgive themselves, they can also forgive the Sagittarius. It takes two to tango, and if this person can forgive, at the very least, forgive themselves, if not you, then they can walk away emotionally detached in peace. They can have some sort of peace of mind, hopefully, right? At the very worst case scenario, this person walks away and holds a grudge and is just burdened with not being able to let what happened here go. I mean, they're going to take that into their next relationship, energetically speaking. So this is why I'm saying hopefully this person can take accountability at the very least. I mean, it seems like you're willing to let this go, Sagittarius. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. The Ace of Cups and the similarities or common ground between you both. I do feel like this is you both, yes, possibly practicing your own hobbies, possibly finding new love, potentially new romantic connections. The best example of an interpretation for this card is self-love. I love it when the Ace of Cups comes up in the advice or the potential outcome, because there's no better advice a tarot reader can give someone than love yourself first. Love yourself first. This is probably my favorite card to wind up in the advice, actually, but because this okay, let me start over. Because this is in the similarities or common ground between you both, this is your energy, World to the Ace of Cups, closing something out, practicing self-love, finding a new appreciation for yourself, pouring into your own cup before pouring into others. Even if you are a mom, even if you are a dad, there's no way that's going to be selfish of you if others look at you giving to yourself before you give to your kids, before making sure your children are taken care of. You can't give to anyone, including your children, unless you give to yourself first. Take that 30-minute bath, right? Go for a jog, 10, 15 minutes. Take care of you first. And then, yes, no matter who is involved, it is never selfish to take care of you first. It's self-focused, because you can't pour into other people's cups unless yours is taken care of first. With that being said, we do have the Four of Wands and the possible outcome and or advice. I mean, this is good. This is 1111 card. You know, that if y'all believe in that sort of thing, it's make a wish. Maybe a wish is coming true. Maybe you are about to move out of one home and into another. Possibly invite friends and family to celebrate. You know, like a housewarming party of sorts. Doesn't have to be, but it's a good example. You know, this whole reading is definitely telling a story about the possible outcome anyways. It could be that maybe you and this person, yes, this person walking away, trying to walk towards new love, could be, you know, just the same as you, have someone in mind, per se. Maybe the Sagittarius has someone in mind as well. Maybe this person has someone in mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what this person is doing, as long as they are taking accountability for how they created this mess just as much as the Sagittarius. I do like that we are ending this reading with the Four of Wands. This is celebration. This is stability. No matter where we are coming from, with the Ten of Pentacles in the challenge, you know, reading this as a reversal, this isn't good energy to be in. So I love that you're at least ending the reading with stability, security, celebration, not just with family members, but coworkers and a new community, let's say. It definitely could be. If this is the advice, warm up to new possibilities. Warm up to new security. I mean, sometimes the Four of Wands can have something to do with marriage. Doesn't have to be, though. Y'all take what resonates, leave out the rest. You know what I mean? But if you do have someone new in mind, doesn't even have to be that they're new per se. It could have been an acquaintance from the past, and you're like, yep, I'm sealing the deal. As I mentioned before, I mentioned tons of examples of interpretations of just one card, you know, at a time, much less 5. And to, like, you know, stir the soup of this reading to come up with the details of a storyline, let's say. It's pretty out there, and it's pretty, like, how do I want to word this? It's bigger than life to say that you're about to get married. People would think that I'm not as grounded as, you know, they'd like me to be as a reader. People would think that I've got my head up in the clouds if I was to be like, you're about to get married in the next week. No, I'd say just celebrate new stability you're about to gain. I mean, we are ankle deep. At the very least, we're toe deep. You know, just dipping our toes into Leo season. So this is really good energy to be in. Celebrating something, getting out of old energy, sweeping out the dust, getting rid of old clothes, let's say, old items. You know, clearing out that negativity, the negative energy, sweeping it out. Do what you have to do to close out that old cycle and focus on the new. Even if it's focusing on new potential love. I can only repeat myself, you know, with examples of each card so many times. So we're going to pull one more card from the Oracle deck. One card from the Oracle deck to close out this reading. What does the Sagittarius collective need to know moving forward? What does the Sagittarius collective need to know moving forward with one card? Give us one card to end out this reading. Alrighty, y'all. 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Said, okay, I'll start cleaning up. That's it. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, that's a good start. Top card is the card we need to see to end out this reading. Ooh. Life is better together. As I mentioned, there could be someone from the past, an acquaintance, an old friend, someone that you literally just had like a disagreement with, and you went your separate ways. Maybe you want to collaborate with them. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while, but things just weren't right. The timing wasn't right. But no matter the case, there, yes, is a community waiting for you, Sagittarius. No matter if it's someone from the past, someone new. Ace of Cups definitely could be someone new. There's celebratory energy waiting to happen with a community. And, I mean, this card says life is better together. I want to read from this card a few more seconds to appreciate the artwork. I love the artwork in this Oracle deck. And then, yes, we are going to read from the card and see how it plays out or ties into everything here. Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Ooh, a phone call to who? Could it be a family member, friends, coworkers? To reconnect with someone? Y'all, you've seen me shuffle that deck over and over again. I love getting messages like this. A card that can tie into a reading as such. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Yes, we definitely want to focus more so on the new. Whether it's the new home, the new community of friends, family members, co-workers, no matter the case. I do feel like this is a good time if you are coming out of a relationship, like a toxic relationship, something that wasn't financially stable. I definitely feel like it's better, well, first off, to seek assistance, to ask for help. Swallowing one's pride never made them keel over and croak. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure what I can and can't say on TikTok or on YouTube for that matter. So, yes, swallowing one's pride, no matter how much pride you say you have or the reality of the situation, never made them choke and croak. Definitely get some assistance, ask for help. Even if it's just a phone call and you're asking for someone's opinion. You know, should I start up this business, this new business venture with a partner maybe? You know, maybe you tried once before with someone else. Maybe you tried doing it by yourself. And now you're needing assistance and asking for opinions. I think I can only reiterate so many times. I think this is what I have for the Sagittarius Collective, though. Yes, it is now 7 o'clock here in Ohio. I definitely have to shuffle the cards back into the deck, but do keep in mind, y'all, I post these live streams to my YouTube channel. If y'all end up missing out on the live stream, a live stream in the future, keep in mind, in the next in the next 6 hours, I will have this uploaded. This video will be uploaded in the next 6 hours, 6 or 7, you know. I do personal paid readings on Sundays, $20 for 5 cards as I do in this reading, and then $10 for 3 cards through Cash App. So that is on Sundays, yes, 6:30 to 7:30. With that being said, thank you all so much for all the love and support. I'm going to have to shuffle the cards back into the deck, and we will begin the Capricorn reading. I hope to see all the Sagittarius Collective in the next Sagittarius Collective reading next Friday. Alrighty, Capricorn Collective. Where are my Capricorn followers? What is going on, y'all? Thank you for being so patient with me. I said, here, awesome sauce everywhere. I ain't cleaning it up, though. They said, awesome sauce everywhere. Ew. Rick, you so nasty. You kiss your mom with that mouse? Talking about awesome sauce everywhere. I actually haven't seen my mom in a while. What is going on, y'all? I mean, I see her from time to time here in the comments. She likes to pop up every now and then in my live streams. What is going on? Capricorn Collective, if you are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank you all for all the love and support. I so appreciate it. Let's say about 5 after, we'll get into this reading. Capricorn Moon here, okay. I do know I have like 4 different houses in my chart that are Capricorn. They're none of the big ones, Said a lot is going on. Isn't there though? I know Leo season started yesterday, or maybe it was today. Yeah, it was yesterday. A lot is going on in the astrology, at least, that I know of. I don't know, per se, what's going on with everyone in their own life, but a lot is going on in the astrology. We just ended, what's the word? Mercury retrograde. So that's freaking awesome. Things are moving forward again. You're sporting a dashing goat these days. Oh, goatee? Yeah, I'm just letting myself go a little bit. I need to shave it for real. I need to shave here soon. I try to shave every Sunday, but sometimes it's not possible to do so. Life gets in the way. But no matter the case, 5 after, we will start the Capricorn reading. What do we have for the Capricorn Collective? What does the Capricorn Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? As I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot. What does the Capricorn Collective need to know moving forward? There it is, 5 after. We're going to get 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. If y'all are new to Free Will Tarot and how I do things here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments so I can cut this deck. Oh yes. Here it is. And there it was. TWAS twas. Go ahead and send me scissors, knives, swords, tridents, clothespins, thumbtacks, sharp cheese. A well-dressed man looking sharp. Every girl is crazy about a sharp-dressed man. No matter the case, let's say 6 after is good. We'll cut the deck in about 6 after, and there it is. Thank you all for participating in such a fun way. We're going to cut the deck and get right on into this reading. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. All right, do keep in mind, Capricorn Collective, there is no way the examples of interpretations and or metaphors and or etc. that I use in these readings can resonate or relate to a singular individual person 100%. There's no way, right? Because I use metaphors that include Reese cups, right? And stuff like that. I get silly with it sometimes. So do keep in mind the examples, the metaphors. It's not going to relate to your life 100%. With that being said, take what resonates, leave out the rest. Y'all have free will. Try not to force these readings to relate to your life, is what I'm saying. With that being said, we do have the Chariot in the situation. I like this. This means that y'all are moving forward. You're saying to yourselves, what? No more Mercury retrograde? Say no more. With that being said, it does feel like y'all are moving forward. Y'all are taking the reins in maybe a relationship, maybe at work, moving forward. It's no longer a challenge or difficult to move past obstacles. Now we're behind the wheel. The Capricorn Collective is behind the wheel. What obstacles? What fear? We're going to mow right past it. Drive right on over those obstacles. And I mean, of course, there's going to be some traffic cones here and there, but those traffic cones, metaphorically speaking, as new challenges, are here to challenge us to upgrade, to use our resources differently, to use our imagination. They're not here to force us to quit. This is definitely for the Capricorn collective. With the Chariot in the situation, it does feel like the Capricorn collective is moving forward, even if there is an obstacle, a new challenge that comes in their way, that moves into their view of sight. The obstacles aren't here to force us to quit or to give up or to just become negative Nancy's or Debbie Downers. No, the obstacles are here to remind us that, hey, you are leveling up, you are upgrading, right? So in order to get past these obstacles, we are needing to face the challenge, to step up to the plate and use our imagination, use our resources in a different way than you thought you could before, right? I'll give you an example. I remember when I was 2 years ago, when I was doing these readings, I wasn't doing live stream, by the way. I was making content. I was making like up to 10-minute videos. And I was using my hands. The camera was on my hands and the table. My face was behind my phone, so I could see, what I was doing, but the viewers couldn't see my face, right? I remember I was doing like 5-card readings like I do right now. And for whatever reason, TikTok took away the capability of using the 10-minute limit. Instead, they forced me to only use 3 minutes. And I was so bummed out. I was so like, okay, I guess I'm just going to give up, right? And then I thought to myself, like, wait, should I give up? Or should I use the limit to my advantage and try to better myself with less? Can I do more with less, let's say? So yes, I rose up to the challenge, and yeah, I was put under pressure, but I took that challenge and created myself into a diamond, right? So yes, I definitely like that y'all are in this Chariot energy. Moving forward, what obstacles? If there is an obstacle, we're going to use our imagination to move past it. And if it's something that we literally just can't control, we are going to reposition our focus into something that we can control. With that being said, the Page of Wands and the challenge. Page of Wands and the challenge. It does feel like you're lacking a little bit of passion, a little bit of excitement. Sure, you're moving forward now, but it's like maybe you don't know the outcome just yet, per se. Maybe the destination isn't so clear. It's like, okay, we're moving forward now, but I don't see how we're getting to the goal. I don't see, how I can remain excited or passionate now that we're like moving forward. Now that I'm behind the steering wheel, now that I get to control, the effort that's put into it, but also how fast we move forward. Sure, I'm excited about that, but I'm finding it challenging to wake up every day and be passionate about moving forward for whatever reason. I don't know why. Could it be something to do with this person in your environment? They are showing up with this 9 of Wands. This is how they're showing up to your reading. The 9 of Wands. It's almost as if they've been through a lot They've been put through the ringer. This is a wounded warrior. Normally, if this comes through in the situation, I would tell whatever zodiac sign I was doing the reading for to keep going, keep pushing. You have just enough energy to make it cross the finish line, let's say, or to make it out of the tunnel. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel type of deal, right? To keep going. You're almost there. With the 9 of Wands, all you need is one more wand and you've made it to the 10 of Wands. You can let go of those burdens. You can let go of unnecessary responsibilities that maybe weren't yours in the first place, right? You can finally put your bags down at the end of the hike. Let's say once you get to the top of that mountain, you can finally put your bags down, your gear, your sleeping bag, your food, put it all down and rest for a little bit, right? But I'm still finding it challenging to understand why you're not so excited or passionate about moving forward. This person has been through a lot. You're like, let's go, go, go. And it's like, I'm wanting to move past, any issues, but this person, they seem to be struggling. They seem to be struggling to look at something from your perspective. Like, we have everything we need, says the Capricorn. And this person's like, okay, what do we do with it then? I'm over here still struggling. I'm over here still wounded, needing to heal. I've got my walls up, but I'm still willing to fight. I'm still willing to, put some energy and effort into this. Maybe you are in something where you're just not passionate about it, even though you're moving forward finally in the next week. With the Fool card and the similarities or common ground between you both, this is literally the only major arcana. Well, not the only major arcana. You do have the Chariot in your situation, but so I strike that. The Fool card tells me that yes, not only are you ready to go, mow past any obstacles or fear. There's no fear with the Chariot. We're just going to get in the car and go. We're taking action. We're taking control. We're taking charge of the situation. We're going. We have determination to make something happen in the next week. And it's going to take a little bit of a leap of faith to do so. The only way anyone can be brave is if we're afraid to do something in the first place. Let me repeat that in case y'all couldn't hear me over the badass in their car that drove past. The only way we can be brave is if we act when we are afraid to do something in the first place. Otherwise, if we wait for the fear to subside, to disappear, that's not brave, is it? It's not brave. With the Fool card, it may be that you're about to take a leap of faith. I don't know if it's towards this person or away from this person, but this person definitely is willing to take a leap of faith as well. It does seem like they have a lot more fear than you do. That they have a lot of triggers. Like maybe something about the situation triggers them. I don't know if they've gotten into car accidents in the past. I don't know if I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, here you are, behind the wheel, dedicated, determined to make something happen, and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm triggered. I can keep going, but holy crap, am I triggered? And holy crap, am I being reminded of my wounds? So yeah, they're definitely willing to take that leap of faith just as well, even if they themselves might be, you know, feeling a little bit of fear. But I mean, this is a new beginning for the both of you. Y'all. Now we get to the final tarot card anyways. Maybe not the final card per se, because we still have to pull the oracle card, but the possible outcome and or advice with the Four of Pentacles. If you feel like this person is just going to slow you down, if this person's perspective is just going to bring you down, is just going to... It sounds a little bit harsh for me to say all of this. It does. But I mean, if they're healing a little... I want to say that their healing isn't, you know, conducive to what you're wanting to do. Whatever it is in the situation, you're determined to make something happen. And it almost feels like this person is wanting you to like slow down or slow your progress or something to that nature. And to me, it feels like, well, that's not exciting. You know, I want to live life. I want to grab life by the freaking balls and do something. I want to make myself proud. I want to make others proud. You know, I want to leave a legacy. I don't know what's going on in the situation for the Capricorn collective, but something is making you like not just excited to do it, but like you've got dedication to make these goals, this goal, this dream come true, something to that nature, right? But there's a lack of passion, there's a lack of, maybe there's a message from this person even that you're finding it challenging to be excited about. Like, what do you mean you've been wounded? What do you mean you've been through the ringer? You know, I really want to get this going. And this person's like, okay, I'm along for the ride. But holy crap, am I triggered? Holy crap, am I wounded? You know, I've got a little bit of energy left to, you know, join you on this ride, but is this person going to complain the whole time? Is this person going to cuss you out and swear and just make, you know, a fun trip to Disneyland insufferable? This is why possibly you're about to be like, no, never mind. And it could be that maybe you and this person are about to take a leap of faith elsewhere. Keep this in mind. In the next week, it could be that you and this person just separate. It could be that they're about to be even more wounded, even more triggered, once you're like, nah, I'm taking control and I'm going elsewhere. This isn't as exciting as I would have wanted it to be. No matter if I promise this or promise that, I need to be passionate about life. And keep this in mind, y'all. Someone else's healing journey, someone else's wounds. I want to say that past wounds, if they're, you know, blaming something on you, but it was not your fault, then it's not your responsibility. If they're saying, all men have abandoned me, what's that got to do with you? If they're saying all women, you know, want to blah, blah, blah to me, what's that got to do with you? If they are only comparing you to past people, but you've done nothing wrong except try to love them and try to, you know what I'm saying? Their healing journey then is not your problem. Their triggers are not your problem. This person needs to learn accountability. and change up the patterns in which they're thinking and or believing about themselves. Once more, it very well could be then with the Four of Pentacles that you're about to be on an energetic budget. Like, hey, I'd love to help you out this week. I can't though. I'm on an energetic budget. I only have so much energy to give. I only have so much time, so much effort to give. It could be that maybe you're trying to save money, and this person's like, but I need this much for this, and I need that much for that. I feel like if this person is to realize their patterns are only causing more suffering for them, then maybe they can change, but until then, there's no accountability. You know what I'm saying? It could be then, yes, the advice here is to keep your energy that you give to this person at a minimum. If this person is going to keep expecting, and there's no give back, there's no equal give and take, this is going to be a one. I don't want to say it's like a energy vampire type of dynamic. I don't want to say, because I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone, case by case. You know, because we can only imagine what other storylines we can, concoct with these cards in the specific placements that they come out in. But I mean, do your best, to help this person. If they're not willing to help themselves, though, there's only so much you can do before they drag you down with them. Sometimes misery loves company. And once that happens, you're no longer allowed to be miserable. You're no longer allowed to be mad, according to this person, because they're the miserable ones. You can't be miserable too. It's like, well, okay, see ya. I've got other things to do than stay miserable all the time for the rest of my life. I've got exciting things to do. I've got dreams to chase, memories to make with people that are optimistic, that have optimism in their life, that see the glass as half full instead of half empty, right? With that being said, we have one card we need to pull for the Capricorn collective so we can close out this reading. One oracle card. We need one oracle card. What does the Capricorn collective need to know moving forward so we can close out this reading? 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the card we need to see to close out this reading. Ooh, looky there. Take note. Take note. Okay, without reading the rest of the meaning of this card, take note. There's something in this situation that you're needing to obviously take note, but a deeper interpretation, intuitively anyways, without reading the rest. If I had to give my, intuitive guess on how this relates to the rest of the reading, there's something you're needing, something of a pattern, let's say, you're needing to recognize from this person. That maybe you're not the only one they've done this with in the past. That maybe, yes, this is a pattern that they keep repeating and repeating and repeating, and no matter who is in the situation, No matter if you tried to help them, it's never enough. No matter if you tried to help them, with money, or you try to change up the way you help them, not even with money, just changing the way you help them. If you try to tell them just stay positive, that's never enough. They need to see the evidence, because all the evidence from the past tells them that they're not good enough, that they're always going to remain hurt, that everyone's going to hurt them. Well, yeah, if you act as if someone's going to hurt you, they're eventually going to take a leap of faith elsewhere. Beliefs, what we think about ourselves, about others, they become real, they manifest. So what's that called? A self-fulfilling prophecy. If you act as if your partner is going to cheat on you, and you keep accusing, even though you haven't seen proof of it or evidence, eventually they're going to get tired of you and leave you, and you'll have no one to blame but yourself. But those type of people, they're going to be so delusional that they won't take accountability for it. They'll just say, oh, see what did I say? You left me and you started cheating on me. No, that's fucking craziness. Take note. There's patterns here that need to be recognized from this person. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Yes. This could mean you're needing to find solitude, find peace and quiet, meditate, silence the noise, silence the ego, silence your thoughts, turn your brain off, 100%, just be present in the moment, close your eyes. Closing your eyes will get away from all the distractions from, in the physical environment. Meditating on it, contemplating, not even contemplating, just be present in the moment. Leave behind the ego, leave behind the thoughts, the racing questions that you might have in the moment. The answer will come to you, but not while you're too busy asking yourself questions, focusing on the problem, right? Detach from the problem. Allow the solutions to come to you. There is something you're needing to take note of, a pattern in which this person is, behaving or has continued to behave. And if that's the case, if you're willing to help them, you're also telling this person that you're willing to enable their bad behavior, their patterns. With that being said, I hope this helped. Advice one more time. Limit how much you give to this person. Try to allow this person to become more and more independent. And if you got to get in your car and just go, so be it. With that being said, y'all, I hope this helped. This is what I have. At the very least, I hope it was entertaining. At the very most, informative. With that being said, I don't know if y'all have noticed or not, but I am chilly as fuck. The air conditioning works in this apartment. That's not always a good thing, though, especially if it's only 75 degrees in Ohio. So with that being said, I must end this live stream and get outside where it's not so air conditioned. Yeah, I hope to see y'all in the next Capricorn collective reading next Friday, maybe even in a personal paid reading. this Sunday or any readings in between there. With that being said, thank you all for all the love and support. Yes, I will see you tomorrow, Aquarius and Pisces, for sure. If you haven't done so yet, hit that follow button. Thank you all for all the love and support. I will see y'all tomorrow.